What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Surviving in Alabama. Today we're going to talk about tomatoes. Now, yesterday I picked a couple of red tomatoes and they were low to the ground, and they had a couple of wormholes in them. So I ended up feeding them to the chickens. I did get some peppers yesterday. Got actually a good number of bell peppers. But today, tomatoes, they get rotten spots, and sometimes, they don't develop right, and then they start, decaying, or they look bad or black at the ends and at the top of the blossom. Well, there's all kinds of diseases and things that can go wrong with tomatoes. And the one thing tomatoes need is magnesium and calcium. So I'm going to show you a hack today to where you can put those ingredients in the soil for your tomatoes, and you can get it at Dollar Tree. Super easy. I mean, this is a real hack right here for growing tomatoes, and I'm going to show you how. The first ingredient is Epsom salt. And I know that you can get magnesium at the feed store, blah, blah. I mean, you can get all that, but go get Epsom salt right here at Dollar Tree if you can find it. And I know during the summer months that people, there's a lot of people that go to Dollar Tree to buy Epsom salts just for their tomatoes because it's $1, or I guess now it's $1.25 since they're now a $1.25 tree. But super easy and cheap. This is what you need. The next ingredient is Tums, or actually this is Walmart brand Tums. So it says antacid tablets, but it's really Tums. That's what that is. And those are the two things that you need. And I'm gonna stay with me. I'm gonna show you how to do it. If you hadn't subscribed to this channel, I'm doing all kinds of stuff. Yesterday, I got a free boat. Well, almost free, but I traded some skill for it. So I'm doing all kinds of things. Like it, share it, subscribe it. Here we go. Okay, you're gonna need a mixing bowl of some sort. I actually have a funnel, and I just stuck a stick down in the hole to prevent it from leaking out the bottom, because I'm gonna put this in a jar when I get through crushing the Tums. And you can do it any way you want to. You just need something to stir it with. And this is what I have. Then you're gonna need, after you put it in something to stir it in, you're gonna need, I have a mayonnaise jar here, and I'm just gonna put it in that so it's all mixed up together, and I'm gonna sprinkle it around the base of the roots. All right, here we go. I'm gonna show you what to do. So I'm gonna take some Epsom salt, and I'm just gonna pour it in here. Not all of it, just some of it. This is just how you can mix this any way you want to. It's just what I'm doing. Okay, now you can do this in your kitchen. I'm just out here in the shop, so I got a board. I have a board to bang on and a hammer. So you could actually put this in a blender or something. I think that would work. So I'm just gonna put out some like that. And then I'm gonna try not to make a mess, and I'm gonna crush them. I'm trying really hard not to make a mess. And while I'm trying not to make a mess, I'm holding this camera, so anyway, it's a little more difficult than it would be, but you're gonna get the gist of this. So now there's other ways you can do this as far as what ingredients to use. You can actually put eggshells in your garden, and I do that. I actually put eggshells in my compost, which is kind of the same thing. I'm trying to add calcium to it. The calcium the plants actually need that. And so chipping up eggshells, great source. I'm cheating because I put my eggshells, I put in my compost. This is a hack. Okay, I mixed up some more. And let's put some more in it. Kind of what you want it to look like. And I really don't have an exact measurement for this because I don't think it's important. But you definitely want enough calcium in there that the tomato's gonna get some. So this is kind of what you want it to look like. So it's got magnesium and some Tums, and you can see it looks like that. So you can see it's all mixed up in it. Now I'm gonna put it in my jar, and I'm gonna pull the stick out. And I didn't spill too much. That's pretty good. That's gonna be about half the jar. And I'm gonna make up another funnel of this, and I'll do it one more time, and then I'll have enough to do all my tomatoes. All right, I got a little more mixed up here. So I'm gonna scrape all this off and try not to spill it. So you can actually put this around other plants. Sometimes I put this around my peppers, and it for sure, needs magnesium too. And I may do that today. I may put a little of this around my peppers, and it don't take a whole lot. I mean, what I'm making up, I've got, let's see, roughly, I think about 25 tomato plants in the ground right now, maybe a little more. I hadn't actually counted them. But, and I've got about 20 pepper plants or so, bell peppers. I don't have any hot peppers planted right now, although I do have some in the seed tray that I got in the mail. And I'm about to put those out in the ground, along with those tomato seeds that I got in the mail. All right, see how that is? See, it makes the magnesium just kind of look rainbowish to me. All right, that one's ready. And that's the end of my magnesium. I got to get some more. I'm going to put this in the bowl. In the jar. I'm going to pull the stopper stick out. And there we go. And that's it. We got most of a jar now. So now we got this jar of magnesium and Tums all mixed up, ready to go. So now I'm just gonna go sprinkling around the roots, and I'm gonna take you along. As I'm walking out there, if y'all are not a follower, follow along. I'm doing all kind of mess. All right, if you haven't seen this, go check out yesterday's video. Look at this. See that boat right there? I got that boat in trade for just wiring up some electrical outlets. And you can trade stuff. If you don't have anything physical, tangible to trade, if you have a skill, you can totally trade that. And I traded my skill for that boat, because I didn't really have money to spend on a boat, and I really wanted one because I want to go fishing. So, and I wanted just a little small boat to do that. And I was dying to get this boat. So it was a blessing, and I really appreciate the guy that traded me for that. Let's go check out these tomatoes. See this right here? See that right there? That's blight. And we had a tremendous amount of rain last week, and I've got a little, see that right there, that's blight. And how you get rid of this is you just cut it off. And then do not let that, don't put it back around the roots. You cut that leaf or stem off and throw it on the ground away, at least out of the garden. See, these are raised beds. So, and you can see I need to cut the grass. I'm gonna do that today. But all these lower leaves right here, I'm gonna cut those back. And I'll probably do it today. Now see, I've got some tomatoes here, right here. Now, see this tomato right here? That's one tomato. And my buddy Mayhem at Mayhem Country Living, if y'all don't know him, go subscribe to him. He's doing all kinds of stuff. He had a tomato yesterday that he posted that had 3 boobs. Well, I think this is one tomato right here, and they all grew together. I think this tomato has 4 butts. I'm not really sure. But the rest of them, you know, they look okay. They look good. I don't know why it did that. I just picked this off. See how this is going bad on the end right there? That's exactly why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I saw a few of these starting to do this. And I can't remember what this called. This might be blossom end ripe. I just cannot remember what it's actually called. But the magnesium and the calcium generally will fix this. So that's why I'm doing it. Okay, so we got there's the base stem right there. That's the bottom of the tomato plant. And all I'm gonna do is sprinkle out a little bit. And it don't even take a whole lot, just a little bit. And then you gotta water it in real good and let that all go soak down on top of the roots. Before I go water them in, I'm probably not gonna video me watering them in. Y'all can figure that part out. So I'm just gonna go over here and check on, here's some sunflowers I got growing. And I planted these really late. And see this right here? All of this is okra. And I planted it real late. Look at them. I hadn't fed them yet this morning. They're probably throwing darts at my picture up in the coop somewhere. So I got to do that. While you're watching, I'm gonna walk over here and check on this corn. Some of y'all may want to see that. We'll see how this corn looks. I'm standing in the corn, and man, it's tall. This corn is probably 10 foot tall, maybe some of it 12 foot tall. It's the tallest corn I've ever had. This is Jimmy Red corn. I got this from Hoss Tools. Y'all check them out. I really like buying seeds from them. All right, so this is what it looks like right now, and it is not even close to being ready. So I want to say we probably got a week or 2 left. And yes, I have to do some weeding. And the corn just got so big that getting up in there was becoming difficult. So I have neglected that, and I really should have stayed more on top of it. But the corn looks okay. I lost about half of it to a storm, and about the other side of the corn where y'all saw is blowed over and the stalks are bent over. And so I don't know exactly how much I'm gonna get out of this. Probably about half of what I planted. I'm gonna check on my peas. My peas I had a problem with this year. And I actually don't know what the problem was. They just looked so poor. And I don't know if it might have been some kind of chemical that was in the compost that I got, and then maybe it washed away, because my peas are planted on a slope, so that could have happened. I just don't know. But they seem to come back, and granted, they don't look as healthy as they should, but they're a lot better. And I don't know how many peas I'm gonna get, if any. I just don't know. I see blooms and flowers, but not many. We'll see. See, it's trying to make a few peas. See that right there? It's trying. And see, I've got some blooms there. And this is what it looks like. You know, last year's peas, which was the exact same seed, I just had some left over. They did so well. I got a good amount of peas out of the small patch I had. And we still have some to eat in the freezer, I think. I mean, granted, I didn't have enough to last a year or anything, but because I just had a little small patch. But these are just not, they're just not doing well. But we'll see. We'll see what they make. These are my late planting watermelons. They seem to be okay. They look healthy. They hadn't even been in the ground that long. I planted them way too late. But they're vining out. Let's see. See, it's vining out. It's like that. I gotta get that weed right there. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this up here in a second because they are ready. And I gotta get to work. I really appreciate y'all watching this. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'm doing all kinds of stuff, and I'm trying to show you what I'm doing, and so hopefully it'll help you in your homesteading, gardening, life hack, experience in life. And I will see you next time. God bless.